Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to CSS Maverick and to the lecture series of General Science and Ability for CSS examinations. In today's lecture, we will be discussing about the Earth. First of all, what is the Earth? After that, we will be discussing about structure of Earth, characteristics of Earth, different parts of Earth, Earth's movement and its effects, longitude and latitude, and at last we will be discussing Earth's changing surface. Let us talk about the Earth in detail. Measuring up the Earth. So if the Sun were as tall as a typical front door, Earth would be the size of a nickel. It is the third rock. Earth orbits our Sun, a star. Earth is the third planet from the Sun at a distance of about 93 million miles, which is almost 150 million kilometers. As the world turns, a day on Earth is 24 hours. Earth makes a complete orbit around the Sun. A year in Earth time is about 365 days. It's actually 365.25 days. That is why we have a leap year as well. And we are on it. As we all know, Earth is a rocky planet with a solid and dynamic surface of mountains, canyons, plains, and more. Most of our planet is covered in water. It is breathe easy. Earth's atmosphere is 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen and 1% of other ingredients, the perfect balance to breathe and live. It is ringless. It is our home, sweet home, as it is the only planet as far as we are aware which has life on it, and it has a protective shield. So our atmosphere protects us from incoming meteoroids, most of which break up in our atmosphere before they can strike the surface. Earth has one moon, we all know about it. It is our cosmic companion. While Earth is only the fifth largest planet in the solar system, it is the only world in our solar system with liquid water on the surface. It is just slightly larger than nearby Venus. Earth is the biggest of the four planets closest to the Sun, all of which are made of rock and metal. Earth is the only planet in the solar system whose English name does not come from Greek or Roman mythology. The name was taken from Old English and Germanic, and it simply means the ground. There are, of course, many names for our planet in the thousands of languages spoken by the people of the third planet from the Sun, which actually is the Earth itself. Let us now talk about Earth's structure. So, the Earth is made up of three different layers. First and the foremost of which is the crust. This is the outside layer of the Earth and is made of solid rock, mostly basalt and granite. There are two types of crust. One is the oceanic and other one is the continental. Oceanic crust is denser and thinner and mainly composed of basalt. Continental crust is less dense, thicker, and mainly composed of granite. The second one is the mantle. The mantle lies below the crust and is up to 2,900 kilometers thick. It consists of hot, dense iron and magnesium, rich solid rock. The crust and the upper part of the mantle make up the lithosphere, which is broken into plates, both large and small. The third layer of the Earth is the core. The core is the center of the Earth and is made up of two parts, the liquid outer core and solid inner core. The outer core is made of nickel, iron, and molten rock. The temperatures here can reach up to 50,000 degrees Celsius. Here in this diagram, you can see the detailed pictorial representation of the layers of Earth. It's time to talk about Earth's characteristics. The first and foremost characteristic of Earth is that it has beautiful blue waters. Earth's oceans and rivers are like its precious jewels, making it the only planet in our neighborhood to have stunning blue waters. Next is air we can breathe. The air around us on Earth is special. It's like a cozy blanket of gases that lets us breathe and supports all sorts of life. Then comes Earth's protective shield. Think of Earth's magnetic field as a huge shield that keeps us safe from space stuff, so life can thrive without worries. Then comes the landscapes that move. The ground we walk on isn't still, it is always changing. The Earth's moving lane creates mountains, valleys, and more, like an ever shifting artwork. Then is the sun's safety net. Up high, there is something called the ozone layer that works like sunscreen, making sure the sun's rays don't harm us or other living things. Then is the nature's colorful patchwork. Earth has a mix of amazing places, forests, deserts, and more. It's like a giant puzzle where plants, animals, and people fit together. Weather's gentle conductor. Earth's weather takes care of seasons, like a calm conductor leading a music piece, making sure life gets the right rhythms. Then, Moon, Earth's best friend. Our moon isn't just a ball in the sky, it helps Earth stay steady, giving us a stable home for different seasons and life to thrive. Then is the Earth's artistic touch. Volcanoes, rivers, and more shaped our world, like an artist's hands creating beautiful landscapes that change over time. And last but not the least is nature's most amazing creations. Imagine sights like the Grand Canyon or the Great Barrier Reef. These are Earth's incredible artworks that everyone can enjoy. Our Earth is divided into different spheres or different parts. Let us break down Earth's different parts in simpler terms. Land and ground, which is called lithosphere. This is like Earth's outer skin. It includes the continents we live on and the ocean floors beneath the water. You can think of it as the ground we walk on. The other one is water everywhere or hydrosphere. Imagine all the water you see, oceans, lakes, rivers, and even the water underground. This part is like Earth's water world, where life can swim, drink, and play. The other one is atmosphere, or the air around us. Think of the air like a cozy blanket that wraps around Earth. It is what we breathe and where weather happens. It's like the big bubble of air that surrounds our planet. The other one is living places or biospheres. The biosphere is all about life, from tiny bugs to big animals and humans. It's like a giant neighborhood where creatures live, eat, and depend on each other. Then comes the frozen wonders or cryosphere. This is where Earth gets really chilly. It's all about the frozen stuff, like ice on top of mountains and the icebergs in the sea. It's like Earth's icy playground. Then is the solid Earth, which is called geosphere. Think about the ground beneath you, the rocks, and even the hot molten parts deep down. The geosphere is like Earth's solid core, and it shapes the land and mountains we see. Then is the nature soil, which is called pedosphere. This is the layer of dirt and soil where plants grow. It's like Earth's garden, where trees, flowers, and food come to life. Remember, these parts work together to create the beautiful and unique planet we call home. As you can see in the diagram, different spheres of Earth are shown. These are cryosphere, biosphere, geosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, etc. Earth's movement and its effects. We all know that Earth performs two types of motions. One is rotation, which is around its own axis, and the second one is revolution, which is its motion around the sun. And these two types of motions have significant effects on our planet and the way we experience various phenomena. Here is an overview of the effects of these two motions. So first of all, rotation. Day and night. The Earth's rotation causes the alternation of day and night. As the Earth turns, different parts of the planet are exposed to the sun's light, creating daylight in one hemisphere and darkness in the other. Coriolis effect. Due to the Earth's rotation, moving air and water masses like winds and ocean currents are deflected to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere. This effect influences global weather patterns and oceanic circulation. The other one is the centrifugal force. The rotation of the Earth leads to a centrifugal force that slightly flattens the planet at the poles and bulges it at the equator, giving the Earth an oblate spheroid shape. Apparent motion of celestial bodies. The rotation of the Earth makes it appear as though the sun, moon, stars, and planets move across the sky, even though they are actually stationary or moving independently. Now is time to talk about revolution. Seasons. The Earth's revolution around the sun is responsible for the changing seasons. The tilt of the Earth's axis causes different parts of the planet to receive varying amounts of sunlight throughout the year, leading to spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Then comes different lengths of day and night. As Earth revolves around the sun, the tilt of its axis causes the length of daylight and night time to change, leading to longer days in the summer and shorter days in winter. Then is ecliptic path. The apparent path that sun takes across the sky, known as the ecliptic, is a result of Earth's orbital plane around the sun. Variations in solar energy. The varying distance between the Earth and the Sun during its elliptical orbit leads to slight fluctuations in the amount of solar energy received by the planet, though this effect is relatively small compared to the impact of seasons. Annual calendar. Earth's revolution is the basis of our calendar year, which with each revolution around the Sun making 1 year. These two motions, rotation and revolution, together create the dynamic environment and cycles that make Earth a unique and habitable place. So far, we have discussed about Earth, structure of Earth, characteristics of the Earth, different parts of the Earth or spheres, Earth's movement and its effects. Now we will be talking about the longitude and latitude. Let us make latitude and longitude easy to understand. Latitude. Horizontal steps. Imagine Earth has stair-like lines that go around it horizontally. These lines help us find places up and down, just like steps on a ladder. Warm belly, cold poles. In the middle, there is an imaginary belt called the equator. It's like Earth's warm belly. As we move up, it gets cooler, and at the tippy top, North Pole, and the bottom, South Pole, it is super duper cold. Numbers going up and down. The numbers for latitude go from 0 to 90. 0 is at the equator and 90 is at the north and south poles. The higher the number, the colder it usually is. Now it's time to talk about longitude. These are vertical lines side to side. Think of Earth having imaginary vertical lines that run from top to bottom, like up and down on a map. They help us figure out places from left to right. Starting line in England. The starting line for longitude is in England, called the prime meridian. It's like a map's "you are here" spot. It shows the current location of you. East and west directions. So these lines go around the Earth. and they help us know how far we are to the east or west. East is like walking towards the sunrise, and west, as we all know, is walking towards the sunset. Counting to 180. The numbers for a longitude go from 0 to 180. We start at the prime meridian, go all the way around, and meet back at the same line. So when we put latitude and longitude together, they are like Earth's own address system, helping us find any spot on the planet. This diagram will help you understand the latitude and longitude. Now let's talk about Earth's changing surface. So the surface of Earth is not still, it is continuously changing. That is, it is dynamic. So Earth moves and changes. Earth does not sit still. Its surface is always changing. Natural stuff happening inside our planet causes these changes. So here are a few ways that how it happens. We will be discussing the causes and the effects of these movements. Big puzzle pieces moving, which is tectonic plate movements. Why does it happen? Imagine Earth's outer layer is like a jigsaw puzzle. It is in pieces, and these pieces move because of heat and current inside the Earth. So what changes does these movements bring? Moving pieces make mountains, oceans get deep, and continents shift slowly. The second type of movement that Earth performs is ground shaking or earthquakes. Why does it happen? Sometimes the pieces of Earth's puzzle move suddenly, releasing energy. It's like a jolt. And what are its results? They are that the ground shakes, sometimes causing big waves in the ocean, which are called tsunamis, and cause damage to buildings. Fiery mountain bursts, or we can call it the volcanic activity. Hot stuff from inside Earth wants to come out, like a fiery mountain. What are its results is that volcanoes erupt, spewing lava, ash, and gases. New land forms, and the air might get smoky. Some other type of movements that Earth's surface performs is nature's wear and tear, erosion and weathering. We all are aware of that. Wind, water, and ice keep rubbing and breaking down rocks. It's like nature's cleaning crew. The results are canyons and valleys form, and the landscape changes bit by bit. Then comes the icy sculptures, glacial movement. Why? Gigantic ice chunks move downhill like slow moving rivers. And what are the results? Is that they reshape valleys and leave behind rocky debris as they slide. Muddy slides and snow rushes, which are called landslides and avalanches. Heavy rain or snow or even shaking earth can make soil and snow slide down the slopes. And the results are that structures can get buried, roads blocked, and the land changes quickly. Then comes the sinking and rising, which is the subsidence and uplift. Why does it happen is that sometimes the land can sink or rise because of human action or Earth's movements. What are the results are that holes or changes in the landscape can happen, or new mountains might pop up. So these changes are like Earth's never-ending makeover. Its surface is always getting a new look thanks to these movements. Thank you so much everyone for listening to my lecture. Please share and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we make new and informative videos for you people. Please subscribe and share and help us grow. Thank you so much once again, and Allah Hafiz. See you soon in the next video lecture.